The most crowded places in the world through captured images. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Have you ever stood in the middle of a sea of people? How did you feel that moment? Some people say they are excited because there must be something very interesting to attract so many people, while others say they feel anxious and scared when standing among strangers. Whether you have or haven't experienced that feeling, in today's video, we will explore the most crowded places in the world through interesting images captured by cameras. Let's get started! Please comment and let us know your thoughts on the moments in the video below. The horrifying traffic jam in Lagos, Nigeria, June 2018. Lagos is one of the most densely populated cities in Africa and also one of the most densely populated places in the world. There are up to 20 million people crammed into an urban area that is only 783 square kilometers. With a population density of over 18,000 people per square kilometer, it's no wonder that traffic jams are a constant occurrence here. The record-breaking traffic jam in Lagos occurred in June 2008, spanning many kilometers and lasting for several hours. To make matters worse, while dealing with the traffic jam, commuters also had to contend with thieves attempting to steal their belongings. As urban areas develop and the number of vehicles increases, these kind of risks become more frequent. Wouldn't you agree, folks? The crowded trains of Bangladesh. This cramped and overwhelming scene brings to mind the movie Train to Busan, where thousands of people rush onto a train, creating a breathless and crowded feeling. However, this isn't a scene from the movie but a real-life situation that occurs regularly, especially during holidays and festivals, on trains in Bangladesh. At train stations, thousands of people wait, and each train can carry about 2,000 passengers. They fill every seat, and some even sit on the train's roof, cling to the stairs, and crowd the train's corridors, disregarding all dangers to get to their destinations. From the captured images, it's clear that unfortunate passengers outside the train compartments must tightly hold each other's hand or provide support to others to ensure their safety. It's known that trains are most crowded during the early morning and evening when people are commuting to or returning from the city. To capture these images, photographers also take significant risks, climbing onto the train roof to document the situation. When the train is in motion, it can reach speeds of up to 43 kilometers per hour or 27 miles per hour. The super apartment complex in China. Located in the Qianjiang Century City commercial district of Hangzhou, the Regent International was initially designed as a luxury hotel. However, the building was later converted into a massive residential complex with thousands of high-end apartment units. The 206-meter-tall building comprises residential units from the 36th to the 39th floors, equipped with all the amenities. Additionally, the building features commercial areas, including a large dining area, a swimming pool, hair and nail salons, a medium-sized supermarket, and numerous cafes. What's special is that the tens of thousands of residents living in this apartment complex can enjoy all these amenities without having to leave the building. With a total area of over 260,000 square meters, Regent International in Hangzhou is one of the largest residential complexes in China. However, having such a large number of residents living here has become a controversial issue on Chinese social media. Based on the number of rooms and floor, estimates suggest there are between 11,000 to 22,000 people living in the complex at any given time. Despite the congestion and relatively high cost, recent college graduates or those preparing to graduate, individuals with influence, or personal businesses still choose this vibrant and convenient place to rent and live. The world's largest hot air balloon festival. Taking place in early October, the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, or AIBF for short, is an annual event held in Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. It spans 9 days from October the 3rd to October the 11th and attracts over 500,000 attendees and approximately 500 unique hot air balloons of various colors and special shapes. The popularity of the Hot Air Balloon Festival has been growing over the decades. The highest number of registered balloons reached 1,019 in the year 2000, leading the Balloon Fiesta Board to limit the number to 750 starting in 2001 and then to 600 in 2009 due to the city's development causing a loss of landing sites for the balloons. The festival has continued to operate until today, with the main interruption occurring in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This event provides an amazing experience for participants with beautiful scenery and the excitement of hundreds of hot air balloons taking flight in the sky. The vibrant colors of the balloons create a captivating spectacle against the backdrop of Albuquerque's landscape. Thousands of people cramming into a swimming pool to escape the heat in China. When you look at these pictures, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For me, it looks like a pot filled with hundreds of floating cereal pieces, colorful and crowded. However, this is actually a scene captured at a swimming pool in Nanjing, China. In fact, locals here even call swimming in these outdoor pools boiling dumplings. With temperatures in Nanjing reaching up to 39 degrees Celsius, many people rushed to the pool to escape the heat. Due to the overwhelming number of visitors, the pool quickly became overloaded. People were packed together underwater with hardly any space for swimming. Many swimmers said the pool was so crowded that their elbows touched those of others. At times, they could only stand still and couldn't move because it was so crowded. From a distance, it looks like a sea of people with brightly colored floaties. The image of overcrowded swimming pools in China has long become a familiar sight in the summer and is an integral part of the local culture. In reality, in my opinion, this is not a place to cool off, so I hope you stay alert and don't try to experience this sensation at all. The largest music concert in the world. Surely you haven't forgotten Taylor Swift's recent concert with over 40,000 fans, particularly the 2 nights of the Eras Tour in Seattle, Washington, where the audience generated ground-shaking activity equivalent to a 2.3 magnitude earthquake. But was that the world's largest music concert? Clearly it wasn't, as the record for the most massive music concert goes to Jean-Michel Jarre. He is the talented French composer, conductor, and music producer. On September 6, 1997, Jean-Michel Jarre was invited to organize a concert in Moscow, Russia's capital. As part of the city's 850th anniversary celebrations, the main stage was set up at Moscow State University, an iconic location in the capital. This event attracted an astounding 3.5 million participants, spanning several kilometers as they flocked to Moscow State University to attend this massive and entirely free concert. What's truly astonishing is that Moscow's population in 1997 was approximately 9.5 million people, so more than a third of the city's population was present at this mega concert. You can imagine the sheer scale through the images below. It's almost unbelievable, isn't it? The world's busiest intersection is Shibuya in Tokyo. For those who love Japanese culture, it's no secret that walking is often favored over personal vehicles, especially when it comes to navigating through busy intersections. One of the most recognizable landmarks in Tokyo, portrayed in countless films, magazines, and blogs, is the Shibuya Crossing. Here, when the traffic lights turn green, hundreds, if not thousands, of people from various directions begin to cross the road. During peak times, an estimated 1,000 to 2,500 people are said to traverse this intersection every 2 minutes, enough to quickly fill a soccer stadium. Unity and adherence to traffic rules are vital to maintain order and safety. This crossing is an emblem of Tokyo's hustle and bustle. Even crossing the street in Shibuya becomes an intriguing and unique experience for tourists. A notable feature of the Shibuya intersection is the Shibuya Dog statue, a symbol of the area. It's a place where people often gather and take photos, especially during the new year. Shibuya Crossing is not only a critical transportation hub, but also a cultural and tourist icon of Tokyo and Japan. Crowded beaches during the tourist season. Tourist destinations are always places with a high concentration of people in many countries, especially at beautiful and bustling beaches. In Vietnam, every holiday season, beaches like Sum Son, Vung Tau, Phan Thiet, and Nha Trang welcome hundreds of thousands of tourists. The busiest times to visit are in the early morning and late afternoon, which are the most suitable times for people to flock to the beach to cool off. Sometimes, these scenes can make us feel overwhelmed and somewhat fearful. Not only in Vietnam but also around the world, many beaches experience crowds during holidays and vacations. Some examples include Copacabana Beach, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, is famous in the city of Rio de Janeiro and attracts millions of tourists every year, especially during the summer and major holidays like New Year's. Waikiki Beach, Honolulu, Hawaii, USA. It's one of Hawaii's most popular beach destinations and often gets crowded during the tourist season. During peak tourist season, this beach can host millions of visitors. Dubai Beaches, United Arab Emirates. Dubai is known for its beautiful beaches and luxurious resorts. Jumeirah Beach and Marina Beach are particularly crowded during the tourist season, especially in the winter when they receive thousands of visitors from around the world. Qingdao Beach, China. Qingdao's beach in Shandong Province, eastern China, attracts large crowds of tourists during the hot summer days, especially on Saturdays. During such times, this beach can see up to 200,000 visitors. I'm sure many of you have been a small part of the crowd at such crowded beaches before. Despite the crowds, it can be a lot of fun, don't you think? The world's largest group skydiving jump. A group of skydivers known as the World Team 2006 has set a new record in the sport of skydiving. This mass skydiving event was organized as part of the celebrations marking the 60th birthday of Thailand's king Bhumibol Adulyadej. World Team 2006 not only surpassed the previous record of 357 participants but also included 400 people from 31 different countries. They jumped from an altitude of 2,286 meters in a circular formation, holding hands for 5 seconds in the skies above Udon Thani province. Afterward, they separated and moved in different directions to deploy their parachutes safely. This was an incredibly complex jump that required a high level of coordination and teamwork. BJ Worth, one of the renowned skydivers and organizers of World Team 2006, described the jump as spectacular. He said, "When we reached the ground, we knew we had succeeded and set a record. Our team worked tirelessly to make this jump happen." This was their third time performing such a group skydiving jump, and it was a perfect blend of teamwork and individual skill, ultimately achieving this incredible world record. The bustling market area of Old Delhi. Old Delhi, located in Delhi, India, is renowned for its bustling and vibrant atmosphere, as well as its commercial activities. The most densely populated area in Old Delhi is the Chandni Chowk market, where you can find everything from food to fashion, electronics, and many other goods. It's also the meeting place for buyers and sellers at street stalls, shops, and street food vendors. Because of this, hundreds of thousands of residents and tourists flock to Chandni Chowk to shop and savor unique street food. This area is always lively with life and commercial activities, making it an essential part of Delhi's culture and economy. This creates the crowded and bustling scene in one of the most populous countries in the world. Do you prefer the lively atmosphere or the quiet and less crowded environment? Please comment and share your thoughts with everyone. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to follow more interesting content. Thank you, and see you in the next videos.